Hello, comic book junkies. It's the Frog Queen here, and today I'm coming at you with another comic book video. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing a top five. It's the my top five most anticipated comics right now for me that I've been kind of watching, waiting for, dying for. Okay, not dying. But yeah, let's just dive right into it, shall we? So, number one on my list, and these aren't actually in order of how much I care about them. I care about them all equally. I'm not good at prioritizing things in that way. So yes, number one is The Often Wrong. This one's from one of my favorite creators, Farrell Dalrymple, and in his words, it is a 360-page collection of new and old comic book stories, paintings, and illustrations, behind-the-scenes concept art from The Wrenchies, Proxima Centura, Pop Gun War, It Will All Hurt, and sketchbook drawings as well. And this is a volume 1, implying that there will be more. It's coming out from Image Comics, like so much great Farrell stuff. The Often Wrong is available at the end of this month, right before Halloween, October 30th. I'm looking very much forward to this one. Next on the list is also coming out on October 30th, Excalibur from Teenie Howard and artist Marcus To. Might be Tao. It's spelled T-O, so I don't know. And you know, here I mispronounce things all the time. I'm terrible with names. But this will be like the first Marvel book I've pre-ordered in years, literally years. When I saw Teenie Howard writing it, and she's writing a few other things too in the X-Men kind of universe, I thought I had to get this. It had a really interesting cover. Check it out. We've got like Apocalypse there. What's going on? What? So, the breakdown of this is the other world is rocked by war. Oh, surprise. Okay, we know. It is a new era of mutant kind. Okay, no surprise. They say that a lot in the Marvel universe. You can tell why I don't care anymore. But hear me out. Okay, hold on. New Captain Britain holds the amulet, fighting for the Kingdom of Avalon, with her Excalibur at her side. So Rogue, Gambit, Richter, and Jubilee are all in this with Apocalypse. I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm interested. And I was having this conversation with my friend Gavin, who works at my local comic book shop, and he was talking about how like a lot of the Marvel books of late have been like very much like pandering to fan service kind of thing. I don't feel like this really applies to that because it's so bizarre, but we'll see. I'm really excited about it. So it's also coming out October 30th, so you'll probably see me rap about that one. Hey, surprise! Another Image comic books. The third one I'm going to mention today is The Family Tree from Jeff Lemire. You guys know how much I love Jeff Lemire. This one comes out November 13th. It is drawn, not by him, so it's drawn by Eric Gapster, which I think I'm pronouncing correctly. So I'm going to try and read you the synopsis for this story. It's a bit lengthy. It's just taken straight from the Image Comics website. So when an 8-year-old girl literally begins to transform into a tree, her single mom, troubled brother, oh my god, Amy, and possibly insane grandfather embark on a bizarre and heart-wrenching odyssey across the back roads of America in a desperate search for a way to cure her horrifying transformation before it's too late. But the further they get from home, the more forces threaten to tear the family apart, as fanatical cults, mercenaries, and tabloid paparazzi close in, determined to destroy the girl. Which is kind of weird. She's turning into a tree. She's not just going to be destroyed. Anyway, or they're going to use her for their own ends, it says. So this is a genre-defying series, as Image describes, which they say a lot, and I know I kind of hate it when people say genre defying. I mean, everything kind of fits into a genre. If somebody's turning into something, like a metamorphosis, pretty sure that belongs in a genre, but who am I to say? Anyways, regardless, it does sound like a really cool story, and I love Jeff Lemire, and I love these kind of twisted stories that he writes. I like this stuff. November 13th, I would definitely add that one to your sub list too. The next one, I think it's coming out from Image. I think Image is publishing it. I kind of forgot to check it out, but Mercy by Mirka Andolfo, who is the writer and illustrator of one of my favorite series called All Natural from Image Comics, which you remember. The series is going to be out this month in Italy, which is where she's from, but it's going to be released sometime in 2020 with no release date as of yet. But it looks fantastic, the cover. And I mean, she's been peppering her Instagram with pictures of the characters, Lady Helene, I believe, all over Instagram. So, I mean, I've been salivating about it for a while. I mean, it's coming out in Italy this month, so it's definitely been seen by a lot of people, but I don't speak Italian, so poo-poo. I have to wait, just like most of you. Anyway, that wasn't supposed to rhyme. I'll give you a little, this is what was written kind of, I think, by one of the Adventures in Poor Taste, I think, wrote this, which I hate that freaking name. I mean, I read that website, but man, I hate that name because they actually cover a lot of really good books, and I'm like, it's not Poor Taste. But anyway, let's go. Set in the fictional small town of Woodsboro during the Klondike Gold Rush, Mercy introduces main character Lady Helene, an inhuman who is also seen with her butler, Mr. Goodwill. Mercy explores topics of otherness, damnation, and redemption, and what it means to be a monster in a horror tale perfect for fans of Penny Dreadful, Crimson Peak, The Alienist, Parasol, Protectorate, and The Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows being a really old television show that I've recently started watching, which is on Amazon Prime, actually. It's not bad. Super soap opera-y. Soap opera-y? I don't know how you say that. Anyway. Parasol Protectorate was a really well-received set of novels. I have like the second one. They're not in print anymore. They're impossible to find. I just managed to find the second one randomly at a used bookstore. I've never found the first one, so I haven't read it. It's just people talk about it all the time being awesome, especially if you like the Stooky Stackhouse novels. Anyway, regardless, I love Mirka. I don't know if I'm saying her name right once again. Unnatural is amazing, and I'm really looking forward to this one. It looks beautiful. Check out our Instagram for more of that stuff. Number 4 on my list is Heartbeat from Maria Lovett. It's out November 20th. I'm pretty excited about this. This is, I think, her first story that she's written and illustrated herself. It's coming up from Image Comics? Boom Studios. And yeah, this is probably the first one she's drawn entirely herself, to an American-Canadian audience anyway, that we've seen. So here's a synopsis. Eva, a high school outcast, finds herself witness to a horrible secret. The most popular boy in school enjoys the taste of blood and will kill to get it. Horrified and intrigued, Eva lets herself be pulled into Donatian. Yeah, I don't know. Is it Donatian? Donatian? I don't know. His macabre world, anyway. And he offers the escape she has been looking for. But now, how much is Eva willing to betray her moral code in order to find something that gives her life meaning? And will she, or Donatian? Whatever, ever find redemption? I can't pronounce things like that. We'll just call him Don. Jesus. Anyways, if you loved Faithless, why wouldn't you have loved Faithless? It was great. I don't know. I think it's going to be good, and it looks beautiful because it's Maria Lovett. So there you go. And last but not least, this is another one that's coming out very soon in November 13th. This is a Matt Kindt book. You guys know I like Matt Kindt a lot. He was the writer for Grass Kings, worked with Tyler Jenkins on that book. This is another Boom Studios book. This one's actually illustrated by Matt Smith, who did Hellboy, some Hellboy, and some BPRD, specifically Long Night at Golaski. And it's called Folklords, and it looks really cool. Check out the cover. I don't know. It sounds interesting. So here's the synopsis. In a world of magic and monsters, Ansel is an outsider haunted by visions of well-pressed suits and modern technology. When it comes time for him to declare his quest on his 18th birthday, Ansel decides to seek out a legend that is only spoken in hushed whispers, the Folklords. Hoping they can explain his vision, but looking for the Folklords is expressly forbidden, and going on a rogue quest is punishable by death. What will Ansel risk to find answers to the questions and visions that have set them apart his entire life? There we go. Oh my god, I'm not good at reading today. I'm tired. Anyway, regardless, those are my top 5 most anticipated books of the fall, with one being an exception of, like, we don't know when it's coming out, so it's not really coming out in the fall. It is coming out in the fall in the other side of the world. Yeah, whatever. I snuck it in there. I'm still really, really looking forward to it, so deal with it. Anyways, what are you really looking forward to? Please leave in the comments and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of different for me, and I'm trying not to be like super scripted anymore because it's just kind of dull, except for the odd particular one book review kind of thing. If I'm talking about one book, sure, I'll script my thoughts, right? To be, you know, make it all cohesive. But when I do these kind of like sit in front of the camera videos, I just kind of like don't want them to be super scripted. It feels really like rigid. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. Feel free to check me out on social media. On Instagram, I'm always active. It's at _frog__queen. And I'm at the Frog Queen on Twitter as well. And those are the 2 social media platforms that I use the most. You can still find my fan page on Facebook, and I just update it with like random sneak peeks and stuff from shoutouts from like Image Comics and Marvel and Boom and stuff like that. Things that like I find personally interesting. So I don't update all the time, so you won't see me clogging up your feed if you do find me on Facebook. Other than that, you can always follow me on Patreon, where I'm starting to upload vlogs and things like that. Again, if you want to read some review articles, go to thefrogqueen.com. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, and until next time, read something good.